I'll ask our platform party, guests, faculty and students to stand as I introduce them by affiliation. Please hold your applause until I finish these introductions. Dr. Michael Good, Senior Vice President for Health Sciences and CEO of University of Utah Health. Dr. Brenda Heaton, Associate Dean for Research and our keynote speaker today. Dr. Cecilia H. Foxley, former Commissioner for Higher Education for the Utah System of Higher Education. Dr. G. Lynn Powell, our founding Dean. Dr. James Becker, Associate Dean for Professional, Community and Strategic Relations. Tanner Littleton, our student speaker from the class of 2026. Dr. Annette E. Fleckenstein, Associate Dean for Basic Science Integration and Faculty Development. Dr. James Kennington, Associate Dean for Education. Dr. Jerry Bullock, Associate Dean for Clinical Affairs. Dr. Conrad Cockrell, class of 2019 and today's alumni speaker. Dr. Leonard Aist, President of the Utah Dental Association. And Dr. Bart Watts, Associate Dean for Belonging and Student Life. Please join me in acknowledging our platform party.
Throughout your journey, you will be guided by an exceptional School of Dentistry faculty. You will learn how critical oral health is for overall health and for quality of life. Today, you will receive a white coat. You will don a white coat. The white coat is a symbol of the dental profession. Starting around the 19th century, to emphasize the transition to a more scientific approach in modern medicine and in modern healthcare, physicians and dentists adopted science's most recognized symbol, the white laboratory coat, the transition to a scientifically based practice of dentistry. Today, as you slide your arms into your white coat, you will be shouldering a new set of responsibilities. Now, you will be clothed in the uniform of the profession. The uniform symbolizing trust, skill, and compassion that is rooted in scientific, sound judgment. The white coat is also a symbol of your commitment to embrace the art and science of dentistry for the betterment of every patient, individually and together for the betterment of humanity. The white coat represents your sacred obligation to care for your patients. Every time you put on your white coat, remember your why. Congratulations, class of 2028, on achieving this important milestone in your journey. We are honored to be able to share it with you, and I extend my best wishes for your success and personal fulfillment. I really look forward to accompanying you on this amazing four-year journey. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Good, for your wonderful words of encouragement. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my true honor and pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for today, Dr. Brenda Heaton, Associate Dean for Research and Associate Professor of Epidemiology and Health Services Research at the University of Utah School of Dentistry. She's also an adjunct professor in the Population Health Sciences at the Spencer Fox Eccles School of Medicine. Dr. Heaton is an epidemiologist whose primary research interests include a focus on the social production of oral health with the overall goal of advancing oral health equity by studying and addressing the generative mechanisms responsible for the emergence of health disparities. She also maintains significant scholarship in the area of periodontal disease epidemiology, with interest in the relationship between periodontitis and other chronic inflammatory diseases, periodontitis and reproductive health, and the validity of clinical and self-reported measures for population-level research. Her research is funded by multiple awards from the National Institutes of Dental and Craniofacial Research. Dr. Heaton received a PhD and MPH in epidemiology from the Boston University School of Public Health. Please welcome Dr. Heaton.
Congratulations, class of 2028, on being here. I don't know most of you yet, but I'm looking forward to getting to know you. And I have a sense of what it's taken for you to be able to get here. I also know that for you to succeed in this endeavor called dental school, you'll need to be very clear about why you are here. Your purpose and reason for being here, your why, it has the potential to propel you through the inevitable challenges that you're going to face, academically, clinically, personally, and professionally. What is your why? Why am I here? I'll never forget the first time that I saw a young child reach up to me with a wide grin full of rotten teeth. I was in graduate school in Boston, Massachusetts at the time. I was studying to become an epidemiologist, and I was working at the dental school just to be able to pay my tuition. I had no prior interest in oral health as a professional pursuit, but rather as a matter of circumstance, I found myself working on a research study that was investigating the oral health of young children who were living in the public housing developments of Boston. And looking at that child, I knew the many consequences of such severe dental decay. And I found myself wondering why and how that had happened at such a young age. How it must be impacting his life in that moment of time, as well as what the consequences would be throughout his life. Being in pain, not able to concentrate in school, the impact on his self-esteem, and the long-term impacts on his overall health. The significant amount of time that I spent in those public housing developments in the ensuing years, they had a meaningful impact on me. Daily, I listened to parents and caregivers talk about the social and economic barriers that they faced, making it difficult to cultivate healthy behaviors and to navigate not only the healthcare system, but dental care specifically. I listened to how their own past experiences with dental care, including an unkind or unsympathetic dentist, or the avoidable and early loss of their teeth, how those experiences shaped their willingness to engage in oral health care for their children. Ultimately, it didn't take long before I realized that I had the power to impact populations and individuals like this from underserved communities through research. Leveraging my training as an epidemiologist, my professional goal is to advance oral health equity through research that investigates the social, economic, and political barriers that drive dental care access, utilization, and quality. Why is that my goal? Because I firmly believe that oral health is essential to overall health and well-being, and that access to quality oral health care is a right and not a privilege. Remembering and understanding for ourselves why we are here is a necessary first step. And that taking that first step will ensure that we find purpose and joy in this journey. But do your friends know why you are here? Does your significant other understand the passion that you have for this? Does your family? Do they sense the emotion and the sense of purpose that got you to this place? And will your student peers and your educators and your patients, will they get it? Will they understand why you are here? How will you choose to communicate your purpose to others? Knowing, understanding, and remembering your why is not enough. You will need to make sure that your words and your behaviors communicate your why to others. Today you're going to receive your white coat. The white coat, in many respects, is a symbol. It's a form of communication. And it's meant to affirm to others your commitment to professionalism, ethics, integrity, compassion, and trustworthiness. The symbolic and communicative power of the white coat that you will don, it's weakened when your words and behaviors are not aligned with the commitments that it's meant to represent. Similarly, if your words and actions do not strive to communicate the passion and purpose that you have on the inside, you might find that you struggle and that you have a hard time being here. And others might even have a hard time being around you. On the other hand, when your words and your behaviors clearly align with and accurately communicate your purpose and reason for being here, your efforts will become more effective. Your behaviors will be motivating to others. And the impact that you can have broadens. This has nothing to do with the content of your why. Your why might be different from their why. It's not about the content of the why, but it's everything to do with the alignment between that and what is being communicated through your words and actions. As a researcher, communication, both intended and unintended, it's central to everything that I do. It determines how successful my research funding proposals are, where and whether my scientific endeavors are published, and ultimately determines my reputation as a scientist, as well as an educator, and as well as a mentor or a leader. For example, the research that I choose to focus on, the populations I choose to involve, the way that I engage in mentoring, they should all signal to others what I value and why I'm here doing what I'm doing. I've learned that if I don't let my sense of purpose guide my choices and actions, it becomes much harder to make meaningful progress. The journey becomes lonely, and my power for good is weakened. But when I make the concerted effort to ensure that why I am in the dental profession is clearly aligned and communicated by what I am doing and how I am doing it, I find that my message is more compelling, others are motivated to contribute to that effort, and more can be accomplished. Likewise, you can let your why guide the ways in which you interact with your peers, engage with your educators and colleagues, and most importantly, how you engage with your patients. When we allow our why to guide our behaviors and interactions, we engender confidence and trust. And being trustworthy and acting with integrity are both things meant to be communicated by the symbolism of the white coat. Now, as you learn and grow during this journey, your why may change, or it may become more nuanced. Stay open to that. I sincerely hope that your experiences here at the school, serving our patients and the communities that they come from, that it will allow you to see how their lived experiences battling addiction, surviving trauma, dealing with housing and food insecurities, adjusting to a new culture, or prior experiences with dental care, how those things have shaped their oral health. Let your experiences here shape, deepen, enrich, and adjust your why. And as they do, focus on how you communicate your why. When your why and your reason for being here, when it's an honest passion, those who are closest to you, they'll be your biggest cheerleaders. Your peers and educators will become your champions. And your patients will trust you. And that help, confidence, trust, and support, it comes from a goodwill effort on their part. They give it to you as a gift. When they sense that what you're doing is something that you really care about, and you will need them in this journey. It's my hope that you will continue to explore your why, share your why, and let your why be a positive influence on your behavior and the lives of others. Thank you for letting me share my why, and I'm really excited to learn about yours.
This is a photo op opportunity. This is cool. Get that. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Love that for you. You're going to be doing that a lot over the next 4 years. I want to briefly touch on the friendships that you will establish while you are here. I can tell you that many of your classmates are going to become some of your closest friends. In many instances, you'll spend more time in class and studying with each other than you will at home or with your peers outside of school. Cherish those memories that you will make together and the friendships that you will build. Now, a shameless plug about the great state of Utah. I am biased on this matter. I grew up just down the street from the University of Utah in an area called Sure House. I attended the local Highland High School. And my current home is still very close to the university in an area called Mill Creek. I love this university, and I love this state. I hope that you all leave here with an appreciation for the people, the beauty, and the culture that exists here. You'd be shocked at how many times I've contemplated asking the dental school if I can borrow one of their study rooms just for a view of the beautiful valley. They really are some of the best in the world, so appreciate them. Now that we've talked about school, allow me to take a few questions and what seems to be the theme of today of why do we practice dentistry? Why are we here? It's not about perfecting the perfect crown preparation techniques, although you will get help with that thanks to Dr. Taylor. It's about the calling to serve, to heal, and to brighten the world, one smile at a time. Albert Einstein once said, "Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile." As I get older, I see a growing importance of this statement. During your time in dental school and beyond, you will have the opportunity to help thousands of people. They are all looking for some slim version of happiness in their lives. Many of the patients who you will work on here and throughout your career have not been able to, nor had a reason to smile in years. What a gift it is to be able to help these individuals and give them something to smile about for the first time in a long time. Today, as you proudly don into your white coats, remember that behind the scenes of every set of teeth lies a story, and you are about to become the author of that story. To quickly share a story, while in Mexico on a service trip, I worked on a 4-year-old boy named Alfonso. Alfonso had been an orphan since birth. At the end of the day, after providing some much-needed dental care to the orphanage, we were also able to hand out toothbrushes. This could have been the first time in any of their lives that they had had their own toothbrush. Alfonso got an Iron Man-themed toothbrush. I won't ever forget his little embrace of gratitude and excitement from the children that day, but especially from Alfonso. Every year after that, I would serve at that same orphanage. Alfonso would come running up to me year after year, yelling, "Hombre de hierro, hombre de hierro." which means Iron Man in Spanish. We had this small but special interaction every year until the year he was adopted. I have no idea where Alfonso is now, and I have no idea what he is doing. But from toothbrush to adoption, he at least made a lasting impact in the world of what difference one toothbrush can make. Dentistry demands both innovation and determination. Whether you're navigating the mysteries of endodontics or crafting a crown fit for a dental king, dentistry is one of the very few fields where beauty and creativity match. What an amazing blend of beauty and brains. We are both artists and scientists. We are a walking juxtaposition of creativity and thoughtfulness. It is truly amazing. As you don your white coats today, remember that each thread represents dedication, compassion, and the promise to help your patients. So to all of our new Smile Liberators, congratulations. The world eagerly awaits your healing touch, your enthusiasm, your work, and your ability to transform ouch into outstanding. That's my last lecture. Thank you, everyone, and here's to a future filled with smiles.
Throughout the world for many years, the presentation of the white coat to students of the class of 2028 symbolizes entering the profession of dentistry and the privileges of providing healthcare to patients. Dr. Fleckenstein will read the student names. Drs. Keddington and Bullock will place the white coats on the students, and it's Dr. Wood, Boxley, and joining together to congratulate people. As the students stand, please congratulate the class of 2028. Thank you.
Saeed Abdullah. Ryan Anderson. Eli Acey. Nicholas Bankhead. Sawyer Barker. Paul Findle. Dustin Brakefield. Shane Relinsky. Mary Butters. Carl Catalan. Connor Chitros. Sofia Cordova. Kim K. Diaz. Mallory Fernandez. Kristen Frank. Jane Gardner. Tyler Duke. Melissa Greenberg. Aubrey Hampton. Kaylee Hatch. Jillian Lim. Noah Lyons. Sophie Lowry. Plucker. Mary Linby. Connor MacArthur. Cameron Metcalf. Hayden Metcalf. Megan Mosier. Razia Niles. Zach Mina. Royce North. Jackson Odom. Molly Orban. Caroline Oswald. Amani Omar. Stella Park. Benjamin Parkin. David Pearson. Kylie Pittman. Sonia Ramirez Salas. Yasmin Brisby. Walker Seeley. Emma Spiegel. Samuel Strong. Missy Uehara. Devin Wardell. Ethan Willie. Jacob Wood. Nadia Yayapur. Ming Fa Yo. Ben Young. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, everyone, for your patience. Will the incoming students please stand to read with me the Student White Coat Pledge? The pledge can be found on the inside page of your program. I accept this white coat. Read along with me. I accept this white coat as a pledge to all that I will dedicate myself to the highest traditions and aspirations of the profession of dentistry. I will honor the sacred trust placed in me by family, peers, patients, co-workers, and institutions that rely on my skills and integrity for care, understanding, and compassion. With all diligence, I will prepare myself through committed study and mastery of the principles and science of health, especially as they pertain to the oral health and overall well-being of my patients. As a perpetual student, I will continue to dedicate myself to use and advance my understanding and to enhance my skills to better serve my patients and community. I will exercise the rights, privileges, and confidence bestowed upon me with commitment, competence, and compassion in order to cultivate and represent the finest traditions of the dental profession. Thank you.
The School of Dentistry is extremely pleased to welcome the class of 2028. This is our third year in a row admitting an incoming class of at least 50% women. As a group, this class's cumulative GPA average is 3.72. The science GPA average is 3.63. The DAT class averages are academic average 22, perceptual ability 21, total science 21. Let me assure you that's all outstanding. This class speaks 13 different languages, represents 17 different states in the US, comes from 31 unique colleges and universities, and has an average age of 24 years. This class is made up of first-time applicants and re-applicants, students with dental family members, and first-generation students, urban students and rural students. We look forward very much to seeing your unique backgrounds and perspectives come together in the unified class of 2028. I'd like once again to thank all of our guests for being here today. This brings us to the conclusion of the white coat ceremony. The new dental students will recess through the main exit to take a class photo. We ask the audience please to remain seated. We'll all be invited to exit the building in a few minutes. Afterwards, please join us in the green space across the road to celebrate the success of the class of 2028. And as the class rises to depart, please give them another congratulatory round of applause.